those Mulas, and now the Mulas are going to have to keep that medic marine number low. Otherwise, Washington's going to have a huge advantage when he tries to push out against Keke, because Keke does not have a lot of Zerglings. So I would assume probably maybe 8 or 10 Zerglings, and then all of these Mulas are his force. And he needs to try and keep those Marines pinned into Washington's base for as long as possible until he can get that third base up and running and try and get like an attack advantage or just an economic advantage in general. He's doing an okay job, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say this certainly isn't doing too much damage to Hwasin, but if he is able to take down that comp station, he does get a couple rounds of hits on him with his Mulas. If he does take down that comp station, that definitely does give him an advantage, especially if he switches over to lurkers from these Mulas. If he can take that down, that many less scans is definitely an advantage. If you do go lurkers, and yeah, it looks like Hwasin knows that, so he used up the 1 or 2 of the scans on the combat station just to use it in case it was going to go down. Starport going down, and a factory started, and a starport started for Hwasin, so I assume that those are for science vessels, maybe dropship, probably science vessels would be my guess. He's probably going to try and get those out as soon as possible and get rid of those pesky little mutalisks there. The third base is up and running for Keke. He is getting the gas from it. I doubt he's mining minerals. The gas is more important. Honestly, if he wanted just gas, if he had moved over to the right a little bit, he could have actually put a hatchery in between the 2 gases, and then you just have like a double gas only hatchery mining. But it looks like he wants the minerals and the gas, which I actually saw the Anytime versus Savior game where Savior actually did this sort of thing. He was only using the bottom right-hand base, and he actually took that double gas expansion instead of taking in the mineral. Now Keke moving in, and he does hit the front of the base, the natural, and he is able to take down the bunker while the medic marines were actually in the main. And he does take down. Doesn't look like he took down too many SCVs though. Maybe a couple SCVs, but he did take down the bunker and the marines that were in it. So that's definitely. I think Keke is actually doing a pretty good job of keeping the medic marine number lower than I would have expected. 4 barracks, I believe, out for Hwasin now, and he's just gonna start pumping. Now the Hydralisk Den is out, so Keke's gonna be going for lurkers, and if he can get some good lurker contain going on, he'll definitely be able to take a huge advantage in this game, because he does have that base in the bottom. I really think you should try and maybe expand again to the right of where that bottom left expansion is and try and take the other gas with its minerals as well. That'd be very advisable for him at this point, because he does have Hwasin pretty much contained into his base. He really needs to stop this Mutalisk harass into the main. I mean, he's just taking a lot of hits, although that is a lot of Mutalisks. He might actually be able to take down all those turrets. No, he's not going to do it. He's running away now. He only kills 1 turret though, and that's what I mean. I mean, when he goes in there, he needs to do a lot of damage, otherwise all the turret shots are just for nothing. And really, he only killed 1 turret and damaged a bunch of others, and that's just not enough. He's going to come down here at the natural again, and he's going to take down that bunker, killed a couple marines. He lost a couple mutalisks, but that's okay. And as long as if he can keep that front door open over and over again, that's definitely good for him. And the science facility is down, so the science vessels should be out pretty soon now. And at that point, the Mutalisk harass is going to be really difficult to impossible to keep up, and he's just losing a lot of Mutalisks now to the medic marine build. He's just losing every time he goes in there. It looks like he's losing 1 or 2 Mutalisks. He really needs to try and get some lurkers out as soon as he possibly can to support his Mutalisks, because the Mutalisks alone are just not enough. There we go. Another one goes down, but he looks like he's just pumping tons and tons of Mutalisks. I don't see any lurkers, any Hydralisks. I don't know what he's thinking. Now we're seeing the first-person view from, this is from Hwasin, and he scanned both of 2 of Keke's bases. Actually, according to his map, Hwasin doesn't know about the base in the bottom left that it was tricked through. He really needs to find out about it. He needs to scan around and see it. He must not. If he can get an irradiate off on all of those Mutalisks, get an irradiate. Yeah, there's an irradiate. Let's see how good Keke's split is. That's a bad split, Keke. He still hasn't split it off. It's still doing damage to everything. There he goes. Finally got off. That irradiated Mutalisk was amongst the rest of us for a really, really long time. And that did a lot of damage to that whole group of Mutalisks. Lurkers are finally out. And yeah, now he's taking that 4th base and going to take the gas and the minerals there. Just finally get that down, which is definitely going to give him 4 gas, which is a lot of gas for a Zerg player. And I think Hwasin needs to push out now. I think it's his time. He's got science vessels. He's got a huge number of medics and marines, and now is the time for him to push out and Let's see how much damage he can do in response this time. He's been on his back toe for most of this game, but it's his turn, I would say. He just needs to watch out for those lurkers. But with the science vessel, I think he's gonna have be able to take the lurkers down pretty soon. Keke throwing down 2 more sunken colonies at his natural, so now he's got 3 sunken colonies, 3 lurkers for defense, and he's got some scourge out in the air to try and pick off these science vessels. The science vessels are actually alone right now, so if the scourges are to go, they would be able to get them pretty quickly, but no. Keke waited too long, and now the marines are there, and it looks like the scourges are sitting tight and waiting to see if those science vessels move out of position. He should be really careful with those scourge. He really needs to kill one of these science vessels. That would give him a huge advantage. And he's deciding to go down. All the scourge go down. Hwasin was just playing games with you, Keke. He wanted you to come in after his science vessels, and he picked you off. He played you good. And 2 of the lurkers getting irradiated, 1 going down now, and another one's gonna die pretty shortly here. And Keke's definitely in trouble now. Now that Hwasin has set up camp really outside of Keke's base. If Hwasin can get a tank or 2 out, which I expect to see pretty soon, he'll be able to do a lot of damage. Keke goes in with his Mutalisk again, but they get irradiated, and that irradiated Mutalisk again was in that group for quite a while and did a whole lot of damage. A couple more Mutalisks did go down. And now finally we see Hwasin throwing down his 3rd base at the 11:30, 12 o'clock or so. And it looks like he's actually on the side that makes it a mineral only, rather than if he had been able to trick something over, he would have been able to take the gas along with the minerals. But I think he's doing that because if he stays on this side of the minerals, he'll be able to easily defend it, whereas otherwise if it was on the other side, then it would be really susceptible to the Mutalisk harass. He would be able to get his marines over there easily. All he'd really be able to use is science vessels for irradiate, which definitely is a pretty risky way to defend. That's for sure. And Nidus is now going. Wow, he must have gone to Queen's Nest. Wow, we missed all of this. There's a Queen's Nest going down, Defiler Mound built, a Greater Spire going up, and a Hive is down, and Nidus Canal up. I don't know if I missed that or if the commentators just hadn't shown Keke's base in a while, but that was kind of a surprise to me. There's a lot of tech that hadn't been seen there for a while, and a dropship is out for Hwasin. So if I still don't know if he knows about the bases in the bottom. He should know. He should have probably scanned those, but if he doesn't, that's definitely going to be a problem if he doesn't do something about them, because Keke's pretty much been using those bases for free. He hasn't devoted much of anything. He's put down a Nidus Canal, and that's about the only defenses he's devoted to those positions. He's been able to mine pretty much for free from those 2 bases. And yeah, I think but a single dropship with like 6 marines and a couple medics would probably be able to take down one, or should be able to take down one pretty quickly. But now it looks like Keke is going to devote some defenses down there. I don't know if he saw a scan down there, or or if he just knows that knows how important it is that he keeps that position. But he's throwing down a bunch of mules down there to protect it. And Scourge go and do pick off a lone science vessel, not a lone science vessel, but a science vessel that was out there. And the dropship is there, and he's just good job, good micro by Hwasin.